Hello everyone, and I'm going to read aloud from my book, Ru the Little Red Tuk Tuk. I'm Nadishka Aloysius, and this is illustrated by Privanka Fonseca. And it's about a little red tuk tuk. So let's find out something about him first. Hello, I'm Ru, the little red tuk tuk. I'm called Ru because I love to rev my engine like this. I live in Colombo, in Sri Lanka. There are a lot of tuk-tuks here. We live at the trishaw stand. People ride in us because we are fast and we twist and we turn through the traffic. My driver and I have had an interesting life. We have driven all over the city and have met many people. Let me tell you about some of my adventures. When I was shiny and new, we took part in an Aloud competition. It was my first race, so I was excited, but a little worried too. There were many colorful tuk-tuks all around me. We lined up. The whistle blew. I took off as fast as I could. There was a lot of dust and noise. Vroom! Peep! Pop! Suddenly, I heard a growl at my rear tires. There was a huge black tuk-tuk charging at me like an elephant. He slammed into me and almost knocked me over. I was really scared, but I kept going. We didn't win, but I had a lot of fun that day. My driver is a great storyteller, and I love listening to his stories. We once met an English teacher who wanted to share storybooks with others. She was collecting books to give to some poor children. Of course, we wanted to help her, so we stacked as many books as we could into my back. That's how I became a mobile library. Every Sunday, we drove to the poorest places in the city. It was the best day of the week. I loved watching the excited children as they crowded around me to buy a book, to borrow a book. Their smiling faces gave me a warm glow and reminded me that although I was just a little tuk-tuk, I could make others happy too. Have you heard of tuk-tuk polo? Well, polo is a game usually played on horses, but our game was a lot more exciting. We all gathered at Gaul Face Green. There were two teams. I was on the red team, of course. My driver and I zoomed around, and a passenger sat in the back with a long stick to hit a small ball. The players had to lean right out to reach the ball. There was a lot of twisting and turning on the grass. I even had to balance on two wheels once. Screech! Wham! Thwack! I was so glad when my team won the trophy. My life was not all fun and games. We saw some sad things too. Like the day my driver and I found a wounded dog. We saw him on the side of the road. A car had hit him. He had hurt his leg and he couldn't walk. We felt sorry for him, so we took him to the vet. A nice lady doctor fixed his leg and said he must not walk for a while. So, can you guess what we did? He joined us on our trips. He sat in front like a conductor and yapped politely to greet our customers. He was a great hit with all our passengers. I was happy when he got better, but sad to see him leave. He still scampers joyfully around us whenever we see him, as if to say, "Thank you, my friends." A lot of tourists visit our city of Colombo. I'm always happy to give a ride to people from other places. Once, we even took part in a tuk-tuk parade. The whole line of tuk-tuks was decorated in colorful flags and balloons. We drove around showing our visitors the sights and sounds of our city. We tooted our horns and played baila music. Everyone cheered and took photographs. Some tuk-tuks even had trays to serve food. Hip, hip, hooray! It was like a great party. I was really proud to show them my beautiful city. All those adventures happened a long time ago. I worked for many years on the road, but I'm now old. My engine doesn't vroom, my wheels don't turn, my lights are switched off, even my horn doesn't beep anymore. I sit and watch everyone run around like clockwork toys. But I'm not sad. Can you guess why not? Because I am now part of the new children's playground. I have many new friends who climb me and play in me. They pretend to drive me and imagine new adventures with me. I am so glad to be alive. So there were a few words that we used that are taken from Sinhala, which is the language we use in Sri Lanka, the majority language in Sri Lanka. Aurudu is the Sinhala and Tamil New Year, which is celebrated in Sri Lanka. It occurs following the movement of the sun across zodiac signs in the month of April. And this festival is celebrated with many rituals and games. So Aurudu was this one. Then we had the word baila, the music that was played in the parade. And baila is a Sinhala dance music. The genre originated centuries ago with Portuguese settlers. The 6/8 Cafarinya rhythm is adapted to Sinhala lyrics. And there's a surprise at the end of the paperback. There is a free jigsaw puzzle. You have to cut the paper out and paste it as a whole and then cut out the pieces and solve the puzzle. I hope you enjoyed my book.